This is our December 14th, 2010 meeting. We're playing catch up on a number of items from this morning that we've carried over until this afternoon. One of our first items that we would like to take care of is Voris present right now for the next item, or is she hiding out to the very last minute? Well, now that former Supervisor Roby's here, as Ed knows, we can be late, but we can't be early. And we are starting to move that direction. There she is, the lady of the hour. Our next item, and is with great honor, is our 120 item. This is a presentation of proclamation commending Voris Brumfield for her years of service to the County of Lake. I've asked Supervisor Comstock, who I know is a friend of yours, to do the honors on behalf of the board and present the proclamation to you. Please come on up, Voris.
Come on up, Voris. This is really... Kelly said you were going to cry.
Yes.
You know, Voris, this is really a pleasure. I've known Voris for more years than we're going to care to admit, because she's only 29.
Thank you.
And I've known her for probably 35 years.
At least.
And had the pleasure of knowing Voris when she was on the school board in Middletown, and her husband Rich and I worked together for many years. And I loved Rich, loved Voris, and it was just a pleasure. And I'm going to read all this fancy stuff here.
Okay.
Board of Supervisors, County of Lake, State of California proclamation commending Voris Brumfield for her service to the County of Lake. Whereas, after becoming active in the community of Anderson Springs and representing community interests during the early years of geothermal development in Lake County, Voris was elected to serve on the Middletown Unified School District Board of Trustees in 1984. Was elected to the Lake County Board of Supervisors, where she served for 8 years, capably and effectively representing Supervisorial District 1, and she did that very, very well. Whereas Voris was held in high regard by her colleagues and constituents throughout her two terms as county supervisor, during which time she not only made lasting contributions to county government, but also, along with her husband Richard, raised her 2 children, Khristan and Star, who I had the pleasure of knowing also very well, while keeping active in numerous community organizations, particularly those involved with cultural and performing arts. And whereas from 1995 to 2000, Voris served as executive director of the Redwood Empire Association, and she was very, very persuasive there, where she promoted tourism throughout the Redwood Empire counties, all the way from San Francisco to Oregon. And whereas in 2000, Voris was recruited to bring her talents back to our county government, which was a good thing, to assist in the administration and management of the Lake County Marketing Program. And whereas Voris was subsequently promoted to a position in the County Public Services Department, where she developed several exceptional programs to promote recycling. Do you remember when she was the recycling queen? She came with the star. Yes. Reuse and reduction in waste in order to help extend the life of the county's landfill. And whereas in 2002, Voris was recruited by Arbor Education and Training, the county's contract service provider to the Welfare to Work program, where she worked to help local welfare recipients and disadvantaged individuals become gainfully employed and productive members of the community. And whereas this is long, huh? Whereas in 2006, Voris was once again recruited by the county to accept a new challenge of heading the county's code enforcement program and the community development department. And whereas in February 2010, Voris accepted the appointment to the position of geothermal coordinator. She really didn't know just how intense that one was going to be at the time, huh? For the County of Lake, utilizing her extensive knowledge about the geothermal industry to effectively perform her duties until her retirement on December 1, 2010. And whereas throughout all of her years of service to the County of Lake, Voris has consistently maintained a positive attitude and a selfless, exemplary level of commitment to public service, raising the bar and setting an example for those who followed her. And whereas Voris Brumfield has proven herself to be a visionary leader with remarkable capabilities, energy, and enthusiasm, having been a tremendous asset to county government and a good-hearted friend to all of Lake County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Voris Brumfield, a true Lake County treasure, is hereby commended for her decades of outstanding and dedicated service to the people of Lake County, and in particular for her extraordinary contributions the local government, and only one more, and be it therefore proclaimed that the Board of Supervisors wishes our friend Voris good health, happiness, and fulfillment of her retirement from county service, and the best of luck in her future endeavors. Adopted this 14th day of December 2010 by unanimous vote of the Lake County Board of Supervisors. Voris, congratulations. I know Voris has quite a bit to say, and after she's done, we'd like to invite some people that have had long-time relations to just share a moment quickly and probably embarrass her and probably get her to cry a little more, and that's okay. Voris, we love you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It has been a pleasure serving Lake County, representing Lake County, and I look forward to continuing to promote Lake County as one of the most magnificent places in the whole world to live. Thank you.
We're not going to let her off that easily, Voris. I'm sure we got some people that...
I have a plaque for you, and I just learned 5 minutes ago that the plate didn't come in yet.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to be getting a plaque like this.
All right.
with the plate.
Years of service to the county. I'm sorry. It'll have a plate on the bottom.
All right, I'll come back.
Get that to you right away. I also understand that there was a carload of people from Calpine on their way here, and I got a message that the car broke down on the way. And they had intended to speak, so we're sorry that they weren't able to make it here. But I know that some of your other friends and former colleagues are here that probably have a few words they want to say. I just want to say I had the pleasure of working with Voris as she was my boss for 8 years when she was the District 1 supervisor, and she was like no other supervisor I've ever worked with. We used to all wait for her to come in the office. We said it was Hurricane Voris. It was landing because she kept us spinning. And she was an excellent supervisor. I remember one of her campaign slogans she used to have on her buttons. It said, "Voris cares," and that was so true. Voris cares. She's always had a big heart for the people of the county. She's just been a wonderful friend and a wonderful person, and I'm a better person for having known her and worked with her.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Voris. I'm sure Karen Mackey has a few words to say about it.
Hi, Karen.
We call each other VB and KM, big shots, you know? Voris is brilliant. Voris is fun and so brilliant at the same time that she has you hornswoggled, is that a word? Hornswoggled before you know it. And I'm very competitive, and so is Voris, and we would hit heads constantly because she would outdo me before I even knew there was doing to do. It would drive me crazy. But anyway, congratulations. Retirement is wonderful. No other stories except finally the county's not so cheap. You got nice frames. And then oh so typical, the frame didn't come in. Right, the plaque. Yeah, I'll give that back. Okay, congratulations. Thank you, sweetheart.
I remember when Karen presented a proclamation to somebody in one of our cheaper frames and it fell apart.
Hi, Karen. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I got to say a few words about Voris. Actually, I think we're about 2 minutes early on the time because I think Voris. When I saw the genetically modified thing on the agenda, I thought that was Voris. Because,
That's a compliment, right?
Yeah. I think Voris is the greatest example of a genetically engineered person.
Whoa! Where's he going with
And
this?
the reason why is because I've never had the pleasure of meeting and knowing and working with someone who is so multi-talented and so enthusiastic and so energetic to Voris Brumfield. And so I think that's reason you're genetically. No, we had a lot of good times,
Yes.
and I enjoyed working with you. It's true that KM and VB were pleasant additions to the board back in 1985. And even though I dearly loved your predecessor Howard, you were
Yes, yes.
you were a pleasure to come on the board, and again, it's been a great time working with you. I'll always remember you. I've worn this for 25 years. the first Christmas of Voris was on the board. She gave me this teddy bear. And I was at 2 parties on Sunday, and every time I go to a party, I get at least half a dozen inquiries about my teddy bear. And I always talk about Voris Brumfield. So I'll always remember you, and thanks again for your person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else in the public that'd like to express their appreciation? That's it? Well, Voris, I'll be very brief. I know you're not one to like attention, and you go about serving the community and the public very earnestly and in your own way. And I go back to when I was first elected and as a candidate, I think when I first met you, and what I saw as somebody that I could look up to as a mentor, and just by how you carried yourself and how you treated other people with respect. And it was an opportunity and a pleasure to have you come back and for me to work with you and to bring you back under the auspice of the county. And I want you to know that you two made me a better person just by knowing you and working with you, and always just being responsive to any request or inquiry, and always keeping the public at heart. And truly going to be missed, and hopefully that we'll continue to see you and be able to work with you in different facets. So I congratulate you and wish you the many years of health, happiness, and prosperity. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Thank you all for being here to acknowledge and show your appreciation to Voris and our years of service to the county. Next, Ed, your timing is perfect because we're about 3 hours late from this morning. As you know, we can be late, but we can't be early, so we're playing catch-up. So I don't know if you wanted to stay around for that or not and see us catch up a little bit.
No? I just wanted to see Voris.
All right.
Well.
It's good to see you again, Ed.
Yeah, thank you.
PEG discussion's up, Ed.
Peg will be coming up, too.
I know.
All right. Peace be with you.